crazy? This is episode number 16. And guess who says the Bean Chisme? Oh, so cute. So happy. So
happy Pride!
Happy Pride Month. As you can see, Samantha has her cute bathing suit. Is it a bathing suit?
No, it's a top from Forever 21, but it can be used as a bathing suit. It's got Mickey Mouse and all the friends.
Yes, and I borrowed this shirt from our marketing assistant, personal assistant, our everything, Kristen. It says beach please. It's got rainbow colors on it. And we're just so happy. Oh yeah, we've got our cute little backdrop too, if you guys can't tell. It's a rainbow.
It's a rainbow, and I got my lipstick.
I know, who did your makeup?
So I just want to give a shout out to my sister-in-law, Haley Ralston.
Oh my God, Haley.
Haley Ralston. That is my sister.
Amazing.
She did, and she works at MAC, you guys. So if you ever need to go see homegirl Haley at North Star Mall, she works at MAC. So she did my rainbow lipstick and like this sunburst eye.
Thanks for telling me.
Eyeshadow. I know, I'm sorry. Last minute.
That's okay.
Last minute decisions. But yeah, so we're excited to be here, you guys. Thank you for joining us. Share this live stream right now. Everybody share. If you guys haven't watched Bean Chisme before, we're an unfiltered show with two chingonas locas, and we say what you're really thinking, or we ask the questions you really want to know. So
exactly.
Please share and spread the love.
Yes, and I'm Nina, and this is Miss Samantha.
I'm Sam.
We always think like people just know us.
I know.
You guys already know.
Don't introduce myself anymore.
But again, we are super excited. Again, it's Pride Month, and I don't know how many of y'all saw the live video that we did earlier, but Samantha, why don't you tell a little bit about what's happening on today's show?
Yes, so for the first time ever, we have a lovely transgender woman on our show. Yes. This has never been done before, you guys. So if you look, you know, mainstream media will not take the time to bring a transgender person onto the show and ask them the questions that we all want to know.
Exactly.
And that was something that Nina and I discussed from creating the show from the very beginning. We will talk about the things that most people are uncomfortable talking about.
Right.
And I think by speaking about these things, we educate ourselves and we're less ignorant folks on this damn earth.
Right.
And it's, you know, we had a stripper before.
We did.
From Sugars.
Yeah.
So like if you go to our YouTube channel, we have a stripper we interviewed from Sugars, because not to judge her, but I was like, girl, I need to know, how does that work?
Yes.
How do you make money? How much do you make? And we found out she makes a lot of money.
Afterwards, both Sam and I were like, maybe we should be strippers.
I was like, this is like a good career change for me. Screw the college degree.
I think like the night she came on, she was saying the day before she made like $800 off like one dude, and she did just like 2 dances. I'm like, I'll do 2 dances for $800.
I know, and she said she didn't. You don't have to dance. A lot of the time, they just want your time and attention. Which, if you watch the last episode, you could run into Theo Cochino that way.
That's right. But if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, please comment right now. We're going to be asking your questions live. However, I will tell you that all trolls will be deleted and blocked. There's a difference between being, you know, curious and asking questions, and then being cruel and being mean. That will not be tolerated. We are a open community, but we'll block your ass like this.
Mira, de volar.
So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be an ass.
Yeah.
But again, so drop your questions below if you've ever had, again, any questions that you'd want to ask. Drop them below, and we'll be, again, reading them live here shortly.
Yeah. Yes. So, we are also excited because...
Yes. As you can see, we're wearing our swim gear, our cute little floaties. Oh, where's your shark on the other one? He's falling backwards.
Shark,
there he is.
Baby shark. Okay,
I got little fishies. But we have a special announcement. We are launching a new, I don't know if you want to call it segment, but a new part of Bean Chisme called Adventures con Bean Chisme. And we're super excited because the first adventure is taking us to Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. Mañana.
Corpitos.
We'll be there.
That's
Corpitos,
right.
We're coming for you.
We are. We'll be taking a road trip down there tomorrow. We're going to be there all day. We're going to have live videos going all day, starting from like the moment we leave. So sorry if we take over the news feed tomorrow, but I promise it's going to be hilarious. We're going to be doing some rides out there, so I'm sure there's going to be some fail videos that are going to come out of this.
Yeah, can you believe it? Schlitterbahn asked 2 Mexican girls to go, and they're going to pay for it, and we get to eat the food for free. And so you guys have to watch it. So make sure to follow on Instagram, Twitter, and our Facebook page to see the stories, because y'all know we like some free stuff, y'all.
Exactly. And speaking of free stuff, we are giving away 2 all-day passes to Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi on today's show. So all you got to do is hashtag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi, hashtag Summer Starts Here, and go follow them. Go show them some love. Go follow the page. We got our people check-in to make sure that you do. And you can only win the tickets if you go do those things. And just so, I don't know if you guys know, but the resort just recently opened on May 25th. So it's brand spanking
there's a resort
new. Yes.
on top of, or sorry, in combination with the water park?
Right, okay. Exactly. Yeah, so it's
so
both.
You can stay in the hotel, you chill, and then go to the water park?
Exactly. You can do it all in one. It's right there on the water. It's only 2.5 hours away from San Antonio. And so I know we're all used to going to the one in New Braunfels, but hey, it's Corpus. It's like right there. And
yeah, why not?
Yeah,
go
we're
south.
Super
sometimes you want to go north, sometimes you want to go south.
Exactly. They open every day at 10 a.m. Free parking, free inner tubes. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi. And what I love about it also is I love theme parks that are family friendly.
Oh,
you know
for sure. I mean? We got the kiddos, so
exactly.
It has to be. Yeah, I'm not going if it's not family friendly.
Right. So I've got 2 boys, and Samantha has a little Ava, and so again, we're always promoting to not only adventure where we're going to have fun, even though we're not taking the kids tomorrow. That's kind of exciting.
Oh, hell yeah! But you know what's so much fun about Schlitterbahn that I used to love? Not that I went all the time, because remember we used to have to play with the manguera.
The manguera,
right?
Yeah. Como que Schlitterbahn?
Like
$100.
We'll play with the manguera outside, and then remember we drink from the manguera and it was all hot.
Yeah, you gotta let it come out. Chase people
like
with
rubber, nasty. But we drink that anyway. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Well, no, you know what I love is back then, and I think it's still true today. You can bring the whole cooler with the food, right?
Yeah,
you can bring like whatever
there.
you want. So puro mexicano. We got the sandwich, the sandwiches, not sandwiches, sandwiches, because that's how my dad calls it. Yes. Sandwiches. Mira, tengo bologna, tortilla, some mustard,
chips. You just put the chips in the sandwich. That's what we would do. It'd be like the bologna, the chips all in the sandwich. It was the best thing ever.
Or you get the hot dog weenie with the corn tortilla. Put a little salsa on it, salsita.
Yes, exactly. And you know, we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but people need to be nice with other people's stuff at Schlitterbahn. Because I've had stuff taken from me, and I'm like, come on now.
I'm like, why did you want my Nemo towel?
Exactly. Why did you take my bread?
My bologna.
And what I'm really excited about, too, is we're going to eat at their brand new restaurant called The Veranda.
Ooh,
and what's really cool about The Veranda, though, is it's one of the first restaurants that's connected to Schlitterbahn, but you don't have to have a ticket to Schlitterbahn in order to eat there. So they do brunch on Sundays. They're open every day. They have, like, drink specials. It's pretty amazing. So we'll be able to go out there too and see that. And again, we're giving out tickets not only today but for the rest of the week. So we'll be doing giveaways tomorrow and on Friday as well. So
yes.
Again, keep tuning in.
Can we sing the song? I'm dying to sing the song.
Sing
Ready?
it.
The hottest, coolest time in Texas. Come play Schlitterbahn, bon. Y'all, I just love it. I mean, you know what? We're in marketing and advertising. That is just a jingle you don't forget.
Yes.
So tag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi right now. Show them some love, you guys.
Exactly. And all day tomorrow, I'm going to go by Schlitterbean because I think it fits and it's appropriate.
Schlitterbean.
I'm going to be Schlitterbean tomorrow.
But no, we're super excited. We've been talking about this for a minute. So.
Exactly. So we're going to announce the winners of the 2 tickets at the end of the show. So again, stay tuned. Go follow them. Comment below.
Hashtag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi.
Exactly. Corpus Krispies.
And summer starts here.
Summer starts here. Exactly. To win tickets. So do that right now, and who knows, you may be the lucky winner. And again, we'll announce the winners at the end of the show.
Yeah!
So moving on, as you guys know, June is Pride Month, and today we have a very special guest on our show.
Yay! Yes, you guys, I am so excited about this next guest. We would like to welcome her over here right now. Her name is Frankie Gonzales Wolf from San Antonio, Texas. And many of y'all don't know, this is my tia. This is my aunt.
That's right.
And this is my aunt on my mother's side. So before I get a million calls on my dad's side, like, come look at it, this is your aunt. I've never met. Okay, hold on, because you know the chismosas are out there. This is from my mother's side of the family. So, welcome.
Thank you.
So, okay, we're dying to know. And it's so, I think it's, first of all, I appreciate you coming on the show. And she's an open book. She's hilarious. I mean, she cracks me up every single time. But I think it's great to educate people on you and your lifestyle and what's happened to you in your life. And, you know, like I said, we don't want to be ignorant. And so we're very loving and accepting of all people, all genders, sizes, shapes. So, where are you from?
Born and raised, right? Well, I was born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. Got educated here from the south side of San Antonio. Graduated from Brackenridge High School, go Eagles, and spent my career in 2 facets. One was in politics for the past 20-something years, and then the other working in the financial industry.
What?
Yeah.
Word. So, tell me a little bit about your childhood, and I think that's one of the first questions people ask you. Were you born this way? Did you come out as gay first? Like, how did this whole thing go down?
That's a great question. So when, from as far back as I can remember, I knew that I was extra special. And I think everybody recognized it at a very early age. I just didn't know what it was. I think back then, my family didn't really know what it was, so it was really hard for them to help me through this process. It wasn't until I older that I discovered, hey, this is what it is. But it was easier for me to be able to identify as being a gay man, and grow up as a gay man until I discovered that being what transgender was and being transgender is who I am.
So at what age or age range did you start saying, you know what, I'm not gay, I am a woman. Like, I feel like a woman.
I think I was probably 3 or 4. I was already wearing my mother's high heels and her dresses around the house. She knew it, and she never said anything about it. She was very encouraging and very supportive, but we didn't know what it was back then. So now that I am of age and understand it more, it's easier for me to be who I am.
Awesome. So I think one of the big questions that I had that Nina has is, and you and I talked about this, so it's gender identity versus sexual orientation. Okay. So explain what that means.
Sure. So sexual orientation is lesbian, gay, right? It's who...
You like men or you like women.
Correct.
And you're a woman that likes women, or you're a man that likes men. It has to do with
the sexuality of the person.
Okay.
Gender identity is very different. It's how you identify, what makes you you. I am, male, female, man, woman, yeah.
You are male, female.
Correct.
What does that mean?
Well, gender identity. People identify, and then you have people that are non-binary who don't identify as either male or female. So they're gender fluid. They say, I am who I am, and I'm just happy being a loving person to everybody. So they don't identify as either.
But can you
gender.
identify as something and not have a sexual preference, or you normally have a sexual preference?
That's a very interesting question. So you're going to run into a lot of people out there who say, like myself, I am a trans woman. I happen to be married to a man, so I consider myself in a heterosexual relationship just like anybody else. I consider myself a trans heterosexual. But I do have friends that are trans lesbians. I mean, they happen to be trans women who are in a relationship with another woman, so they consider themselves lesbians. And it is what it is. And I have trans men friends that are in male relationships. So they are gay men as well.
Got it. I think that's really interesting because from my perspective, I didn't know anything, and I was like, oh, if you're a transgender person, that means you're automatically gay. And that's not necessarily true.
That's not true.
Not true at all. And so can you please tell the story that you told me, and you can tell me now if you want to. There was a story that she told me when she was in middle school and she was with a girl. You were dating a girl. You got to tell the story in middle school. Because I think a lot of gay people out there have had something similar happen where they're like, I don't know.
So, because you know the details, I won't share the details.
It's funny.
But I will share as much as I can. So, I was in middle school. I was with a wonderful person. I think I fell in love with her look. She was pretty.
She had pretty hair.
She had pretty hair. She had a pretty face. I think, to be honest, I wanted to be her in a sense.
You were like, oh my God, you're so pretty.
Yeah, I was like,
I love you.
Let's do our nails. But then we started, we became really good friends, and we started dating. And, consider dating in the 6th grade, but we were in 6th together in the 6th grade, 7th grade, and then...
And she doesn't know that you're gay, she thinks you're straight.
Yeah, at the time, correct.
You look like a boy, so she had no clue.
Correct, she had not an idea. And going into our 8th grade year, going into our 9th grade year, it became time to do something that a lot of teenagers experiment with, and but I, unfortunately, when that act coming down to the wire, I was like, girl, no. I cannot.
It was so funny, we were like, oh, we got scared.
Oh, that scares me. I mean, you have to, no.
That's hilarious. And I think
just could not.
So what I did was I put myself in her shoes. I was like, okay, I think girls are pretty. I'm obviously not gay. I popped a child out, but that doesn't mean anything either. But I'm not gay, but I imagine myself like, oh, I think this girl's really pretty. And we start flirting and we start messing around. And all of a sudden she like drops off her clothes. I'm running for the hills. I'm like, oh my God, no. Like, don't be showing me your cookie. Like, excuse me, ma'am. That's some scary stuff going down. So I can imagine how you felt. Like, that's probably how you felt.
I think when you look at the bond, right? It's like you have your girlfriends. That is the bond, right? Your friendship. So I had the bond that but it was a line that I just could not cross.
No, thank you.
No.
So, okay, so take us forward. So, as far as your transition, what is that like? How does that feel? How do you even deal with something like that?
So, transitioning is probably the most difficult part of any transgender person's life because everybody transitions very differently. People go through hormone replacement therapy. Which is probably the easiest and smartest route to go. I unfortunately was unable to go through hormone therapy because I got extremely sick. I went to the hospital because of it. To find out, the doctor said, unfortunately, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to do it with the hormones. For some reason, it was something with my chemistry, and it was doing something with my blood, and it was causing too many problems for me. So I said, well, what am I going to do? I was talking to my husband, and I felt really out of sorts, and I got very depressed because, you know, it helps secret. Because I am biologically male, at one point in my life, I had facial hair. So I was thinking that was going to help eliminate a lot of that stuff. So I was like, how are we going to be able to get rid of this? So I had to go the long route, which was going through electrolysis and laser hair removal and doing all the stuff the hard way. But I am fortunate. And I think what we have to realize is because our stories are so different, we don't all look the same. You know, I know that I consider myself very fortunate because I happen to be a little more feminine than a lot of other people that are transitioning. But it's a lot of work, right? Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Girl, it takes me forever just to pluck my eyebrows and shave my legs. I can't imagine.
And the one thing I would always say, and your viewers, I would always ask is never use the word passable. Like a lot of people like to use the word like, oh, she's really passable. As a trans woman, she looks very passable. That word wrong because you're saying that she's trying to pass as something she's not.
Got it.
And that is incorrect. You know, no one is trying to pass as anything. We're trying to be who we are in our skin, how we look, and how we live our everyday lives.
Yeah, and I can only imagine living a life that I was uncomfortable with from the moment I opened my eyes to the moment I fell asleep. Can you imagine you're just not, this isn't me, this isn't who I am, and you're trapped?
And I lived it for I'm not going to tell you I'm not telling y'all my age. Never ask a lady her age. So after, let's just say I would love to be 40 again. But after so many years, right, of waiting to be able to do this, you live your life a certain way. And I waited to finally be able to express who I am and who I am as a person. So all these years that living as a biological male trapped in this body that I was so uncomfortable with, and being in a relationship after failed relationship after failed relationship because I was so angry. I was an angry person. I was always mad at everybody else. For the people that are out there that know me, I apologize to you because that's who I was. I wasn't happy with me. It wasn't until I finally decided, I woke up one morning and said, I can't do this because I was headed down a very scary path that I wasn't comfortable anymore. And at this point, and not to go off subject, but it came to a point of accepting who I was. I finally was able to accept me.
That's awesome.
And so I realized I no longer needed anybody else's acceptance. Respect is different. I would hope for respect, but I don't need anybody else's acceptance because I've already done that.
Ooh! Praise. So we have a question. We have a question here. So Nina, go ahead and tell us the question.
So we have 4 questions.
Woo!
Yeah, that people have posted. So
we'll try to make it short and sweet. Sorry.
Yes.
This is a juicy topic, y'all.
Question number 1 was: is there anything that you miss about being male? About being a man? Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I think the easiest was probably being able to fit in. You know, I would be able to go to the store without the look or people making a smart remark at me, and now that's probably the only thing. But other than that, I don't miss anything.
So I guess, have you ever had any moments of regret?
No. No, not living who I am now. There is no regret. I'm very fortunate and I'm very happy, and I think my family appreciates it now because I'm a happier person. So yeah, I'm blessed.
How has social media affected your life with everybody having an opinion now, with all the trolls out there? How has that affected?
It doesn't, because words have meaning, but they don't have power unless I give it to it.
Oh!
And so I don't allow it. I mean, you know, I for a very long time, and not to go off subject again, but I went to the store and somebody made a remark. You know, somebody hit my basket. I was about to throw down because that's what we do, right? I'm from the south side.
My earrings real quick.
And but no, they hit my basket, and the wife said, "I'm sorry, ma'am." The husband said, "It's not a ma'am. He's a man." And in the moment, I would say, well, you know, let me take these off, but that's what we talk about. But it didn't happen that way because I regressed. I was like, well, did this just really happen to me? You know, so I actually left everything where it was. She apologized again because she was like, just ignore him. But I couldn't because that evil is still out there. In the moment, I gave what he did power. And of course I went crying home to my 6'4" husband.
Which we'll talk about right now.
But I went back and told my husband, and we went back to the store, and the store was like, we're so sorry that it happened, but don't allow it, don't give it power, because know that if that ever happens to you again in our store, they're gone, you're not.
Ooh. And last question, is there, or have you ever had a scary moment, or what's the scariest thing you would say about being a transgender woman?
In total honesty, I think it's the world, the environment that we're in now. We see in the news, and because I'm so politically connected, it's the world that we live in right now, and the way it's being shifted because of our current politics. It's making people that are transgender, who are being eliminated from like serving in the military and doing stuff that we would do just as normal U.S. citizens, when they're allowing hate to take over. And because of more hate, there are more trans women of color that are being killed and murdered. And that's scary because, and I know that if my husband sees that, or if my family sees that, they're going to be fearful that I'm going to be in the street one day, because I travel, I'm always helping candidates during election, and it's ugly to feel like I would be out there and that could be me. So I think that's like the scariest thing that I ever feel. But I'm not going to let fear take over me. So I have to continue trucking along.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I think I know there's still a ton of more questions. I still have a ton more questions, but we'll end it this way: relationships. How did you deal with relationships, and tell us about your marriage now, and then we can show you some before and after photos.
Okay, so
oh, these goggles, gotta go. Sorry, guys.
So I know I didn't get the email.
Ooh.
Relationships in the past, like I said, they were very difficult, and I think they were difficult because I wasn't being true to who I was as an individual. Now that I live a very open and honest life, for me, I was able to bring, and I never believed this, right? But when they say when you start living happy and you put that energy out there, that energy comes back in return.
Yes.
So I met a man who happens to be in the Air Force.
What?
He's 6'4".
She got her
he's amazing. And when we went on our first date, and he came over and I opened the door, I said, oh my God, he's gonna murder me, because he was so tall and he was so big. But no, he became the sweetest teddy bear, and he wanted to get to know who I was as a person. I remember that night I was dressed and I was ready to go. My hair was extremely short at the time, so I was wearing a wig.
So he didn't know, or he did know?
He didn't know, and because I was trying to live that life then, we had great conversation and we talked and we had a really good time, and then he called me the next day and he wanted to take me out again, and I was like, and then he wanted to take me out during the day, and I was like, no. And I was like,
that's another
during
level.
that time, it was having to cover all of that up. I still have a little bit of facial hair, a lot, and then I was still, how am I going to do this? So I had to be very honest at that point. I was like, look, this is what I'm going through right now. I'm still in transition. I just started my transition, and we had that conversation, and I really didn't believe that he was going to want to get to know me at that point, but he was like, no. He was like, give me an opportunity to see who you are.
Wow.
Let me get to know you. So
amazing.
True story. He came over. I was in my pajamas because I said, I'm going to open the door. He's going to see me, and it's going to be like, girl, bye. And he did, and he came in, and I was like, where are you going?
He stayed for tea.
Yeah, and he stayed. And 6.5, almost 7 years later, we're still together. We're married now. We've been married going on 2 years.
Amazing. That's awesome.
I am very lucky.
True love still exists. Hashtag that right now. True love, y'all.
And I remember, just to talk about that, growing up, coming up, and with all my friends who are trans, and a lot of my friends, I was taught younger age, when I was like 20, when I was kind of trying to understand what this was. A very dear friend of mine, because of her experience, had told me, you will always be a man's fantasy. You will never be the reality. Live with it. So that kind of played in my head for a very long time, that I was never going to find anything,
wow.
right? Or I would never find anyone who's going to love me. But if men out there want just to be loved, and you just want to love is love regardless of the packaging, right?
Right.
And you will find it, and I'm excited because now I live a very happy life.
Awesome. Well, I'm still waiting. Okay. Hashtag love is love, but I'm still waiting on my special package because I'm like can't even get a Bumble swipe. Anyway, okay. So we're gonna end this segment with thank you very much. So we're gonna end this segment with look at this before and after. Frankie, check that out. Woo, beautiful. And so the next photos we're going to show you are Frankie and Jeff at his wedding. Look at that. And I was there, and it was such a beautiful wedding. Frankie looked beautiful, and that is that's actually Jeff, and then her mom and dad, not Jeff's mom and dad, Frankie's mom and dad. And so it was awesome. Look how beautiful she looks. Girl, I need that dress. Can you go ahead and save that for me for my wedding, even if I have to marry myself? Okay,
you're gonna keep it.
But thank you again, Frankie, for coming on. You guys, thank you so much for your questions. This is a big deal, you guys. I have a feeling this is just the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. And so, thanks everyone for the questions. What a cool segment.
Yeah.
I love that we saved those photos for the end because it's awesome.
And I love love stories.
Same here. Like she said, love is love.
Yes.
And speaking of love being love, we have a couple of shout outs we want to give right now to our viewers. So shout out to Chris Glassglow for watching tonight.
Hey Chris.
Whoop, whoop.
Chris Glassglow. Erica Taylor.
Irene and Ernest Arenas.
Yes.
Catherine Coronado.
Ooh, Renee Hernandez from Seguin, Texas.
Up in the house.
Up in Seguin.
Jessica Villa. And Linda Gill. And also a special shout out to a special someone in New York City tonight.
Hey!
Okay. So.
Wait, who is it?
Oh, Alexa's gonna get all bad. So, alright. So as you guys know, we're giving away tickets to Schlitterbahn. Don't forget to hashtag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi in Texas. Come play Schlitter Bean Bean.
Oh.
I did it. Okay. I got it in there. Alright, so as you guys know, I didn't even know we had these drinks here till right now. So as you guys know, we love our segment called Please Stop, where we talk about things that y'all need to stop doing or just not do at all. But
we're gonna call you
today, we are calling it Beach Please in honor of our theme.
Please.
Yes.
Instead of Please Stop.
That's right, my shirt just totally unraveled. It's okay. All right, so do you want us to kick it off or do I kick it off?
Sure, okay. So please, don't be an asshole and leave your dogs outside in this heat with no water. Or leave them in the car. For real? For real?
Seriously.
You're going to leave a dog in the car when you run into HB, it's 102 degrees outside?
I Yeah.
Let me see that. I'm gonna break the windshield.
That's right. We'll break them. And along the same note, even more important, the kids.
The kids. Oh my God. Hello. You know, luckily, I don't know.
I still can't grasp that, but still.
I can't either, but at the same time, I think this year I haven't heard anything, so just be aware. I don't know.
Just be aware. Be aware. Don't leave your kids in the car.
Don't be like Fiesta when you leave your kid.
Like this girl. But always
Beach,
safety first. Yes, exactly. Let's see. Oh, so again, we talked about this earlier. When you're out at Schlitterbahn or out at the beach or anywhere, don't steal other people's shit. Like, I hate that. I've had stuff stolen. I'm like, we're all here trying to have a good time. We all brought our own stuff. Like, don't go around taking other people's stuff. Like, I absolutely hate that.
I can't believe that people do that, but why would you want other people's stuff?
And like dumb stuff too, like towels or whatever.
You know, my Finding Nemo towel.
Exactly, shovels and little buckets, like
my
the
shark
sandcastle stuff. Like I've had my kids like their sandcastle stuff or their volleyball just like taken. I'm like, really? Like, don't be that person this summer. Go buy your own damn volleyball.
Beach, please.
Yes.
Okay, here's a big one. Don't pee in the pool.
No pee-pee in the pool.
Stop peeing in the pool.
You know who you are. You go to the corner.
Dang it,
or you start moving around.
No, hombre.
Like we know what you're doing, and adults do this too.
I can't believe. Okay, so what is that movie called where they're and they pee in the
something
pool?
About when they're older, but they're young. Grown-ups.
Grown-ups.
Yeah.
Okay, they pee in the pool. They should
Turns
do
purple.
this. It turns the whole pool blue.
All around
purple.
you.
Yes, around
you to
so
embarrass
it's like
you.
You injected like watercolor in there, and so they're like, you peed.
They should
So
totally
we should do that
implement
because I bet you a lot of people would stop.
Exactly. So stop peeing in the pool.
Please stop peeing in the pool.
Get out of the damn pool and go pee.
I even make Ava do that. She even tells me, "Mommy, go potty." Okay, let's go.
So do the boys. And thankfully with the boys it's easy. I'm like, go pee in that bush. But still, you get out of the pool and make your kids get out of the pool. Don't be peeing in the pool. Oh yes, another one. Beach please.
Beach please. I'm gonna do this one.
Okay.
Put your kid in swim diapers.
Yes, please.
Oh my God. Okay, I've made this mistake, y'all, because I was desperate. I put.
You had the big ass.
So if you're not a parent, the regular diaper.
Not made for water.
It's not made for water because it soaks all the water in the cotton, and so
it looks like you got a floaty on your ass.
The baby's butt's all blown up. There's water diapers out there. They're pull up.
Exactly.
You can buy them at your local Walmart or Target,
your local
H-E-B,
anything.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess the little beads inside of the diaper
they absorb it.
It absorbs the water and whatever.
Yeah.
Just beach, please.
Yeah.
Stop.
Either way.
Here's another big one.
Yes.
Stop leaving your diaper in the parking lot.
Oh.
That is
or
gross.
Anywhere on the beach, just kind of like on the side.
Why?
Like, take the diaper, throw it away in a trash can.
You guys,
put it in a bag.
Trust. I've been there where you got the little kid in the car. You have nowhere to go, and with a stank ass diaper, you're like, what am I gonna do? I know. But you gotta put it in a baggie. Mira.
You don't want other people to find
Drive to the nearest trash can and throw it away.
Yes.
But don't do that. Don't be leaving. I don't want to be walking in H-E-B parking lot and stepping on a doo-doo diaper.
Right. Yeah, nobody does. And going back to the whole beach thing, also don't leave your crap on the beach or in pretty areas. I hate when I go out there and there's like bottles or glasses. That's why there's so many, you can't bring this, you can't bring that. Because of you people that leave all your crap on the beach, all your trash. Like, clean up after yourselves. Clean up after, go put it in a trash can. Most beaches have trash cans everywhere. Just go do it. Recycle. Throw your crap away. Don't leave it there. That irks me. I'll see like cans just all on the side. It's terrible.
And then
the
little soda plastic thing, gets the other animals in the sea, they get caught in those things. So.
And I'm gonna let you do this last one because this is all you, Miss Samantha.
Okay, I've been traumatized from my childhood. So beach, please stop showing your huevos rancheros and your trunks. Like, you need to have like underwear and then the trunks.
Yeah,
because your
something. Don't be sitting all like this.
Are just a little. And then fine. I won't hate on guys. But like, hashtag that right now. Huevos rancheros.
Yes.
Another thing for women, like make sure you maintain groom.
Yes.
And you know what? Trust me, I'm preaching to the choir. But like, I have a real problem with making sure just because I'm lazy. But when I go to the pool, best believe.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, because you can see that stuff, and it's gross. And there are other people.
And I'm like,
around.
what am I supposed to do when I'm trying to look you in the eye and then I can see
all your stuff?
The jungle.
Cochinos.
Yeah.
Cochinas. It always reminds me of any of you
Jumanji.
Friends. I don't know if you watch Friends, but like there's one episode with the guy, like I guess he never wears anything underneath his shorts, so he's always like, hey everyone, what's going on? And everyone's like, oh my god, like I can see it all.
Oh my god, I see it, and
bad.
I can't sleep at night.
I know, so. It's gross. We don't want to see like she said, hairy huevo rancheros or clean ones either. Keep them to yourself. Keep that in the bedroom. So anyways, that is our Beach Please segment for today.
Yeah.
And all right, and again, reminder, our beach thing, Schlitterbahn Fun. Hashtag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi to win those all-day passes. We'll be announcing the winner very, very soon.
Hashtag summer starts here. Hashtag Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yes, yes.
All
now,
right.
next we have coming up Stars and Garters Burlesque, but we'll be right back.
Hey San Antonio, my name's Chad Clark, and I want to take a moment to tell you what we do here at CD Clark Diamonds and Design Studio. One of the major things that we do is we take your diamonds, maybe grandma's diamonds or mom's diamonds, and we take them and redesign them using CAD/CAM software. We actually 3D print a design for you with those sentimental diamonds. You work right here in the store with one of our designers, one-on-one, to create a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry just for you. And that's done right here in San Antonio. So come on in, check it out, bring any diamonds that you may have that are in the family, and work one-on-one with one of us to create a masterpiece.
Yay, and we're back. So I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard of Stars and Garters Burlesque here in San Antonio, but I'm super thrilled to have Susie Hamilton, aka Suki Jones, and Pistol Whips on today to talk about an awesome event that they have coming up actually in like a week. Oh my gosh.
It's fairly soon.
Coming up next week.
Up on us.
Yeah. So why don't you tell everybody about this event, because I think it's really cool. Anything where you guys are empowering women or when anyone is empowering women, I'm like, we're all about it.
Yeah.
So when I heard about it, I was like, I gotta be a part of it.
I know, we're so excited to have you. So we are having our first Burlesque Festival. We're Stars and Garters Burlesque. We're San Antonio's longest running troupe, and this is our 10th season.
Oh
in
my
town.
gosh.
So this is our first Burlesque Festival, and it's called South Texas Tees Burlesque. And the concept behind this is to create a weekend that's not just for the burlesque dancers, but to empower women across our city by bringing them in to see what we're all about. And we're about body positivity and acceptance and just really encouraging everybody to bring us up together.
I love it. And when is this event taking place? Because I know it's over 3 days.
Yeah, it's over 3 days. So it starts on June 29th.
Okay.
And the last day is July 1st. So on June 29th, we're kicking it off with a sip, shop, and selfie.
Sip, shop, and selfie.
That's a hard. It's easier to read that than to say it.
Tongue twister.
Yeah.
I want to do all those things though.
So that's going to be at Red Cat and Company. It's a little boutique, and she features women designers.
Very cool.
So we're inviting people to come out
for sure.
Yay!
So that's a free event to come out and meet the performers. We want to meet you guys and kind of kick off the weekend together.
Very cool.
And then on Saturday, June 30th, we have 2 events. Our first one features you.
Yay!
Nina's going to be
I'm
at
so
it. And it's called Work Your Network. And it's a luncheon with 3 women speakers, and we're going to be discussing different ways to use your friendships with other women to increase your life and just kind of, you know, in business and in life and in health, how we can all help each other to bring each other up.
Absolutely. And I love that because women, like, we can be very catty with each other.
Yes.
Like, it's really difficult. We, like, love each other in person or on social media, but behind doors, or, you know, or we say, like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, and then we don't. And I'm sure you guys encounter that all the time with what y'all do, because you guys are, one, if y'all haven't seen their performances, oh my God, y'all are super sexy. Y'all really are. So like, I want to be one of them. But I think this is great. How did the idea come to be?
I started talking about 2 years ago with Pistol because burlesque festivals were springing up all over the country, and the burlesque revival was really about women taking it back and making it something for themselves, and something that, unlike traditional burlesque, didn't have men producing the shows, wasn't featuring one body type, wasn't featuring just white women. So modern burlesque kind of started reclaiming all that, but these festivals started popping up, and they were giving away titles, and they were having competitions, and producers were charging performers to be there but not paying them.
We just started to notice that it was like it was creating an atmosphere of like we weren't enjoying ourselves at these festivals, instead of something that's non-competitive where we can network and embrace each other, you know?
Absolutely. How long have you been doing this for, Pistol?
I've been with the troupe originally. I'm the only original member left, so
this will be my
10th year, but Susie followed very shortly behind, and We have another girl that's in our troupe, Black Orchid, that also followed very shortly behind that too. So we've all been together for a very long time.
And where do you guys perform in town? Like if people just want to go see a burlesque show, like where can they go? Do y'all have any like regular shows?
Well, first off, we're available for private events.
Woohoo! Hey now.
And we do a lot of corporate parties, actually, birthday parties, things like that. So we pop up around town for those. But this is part of our regular season, which we're presenting at Beethoven Hall in Hemisphere Park, which most of you may be familiar with as a children's theater during the daytime.
Something else at night.
We're taking it over. So we have, that's where our showcase is going to be on Saturday, June 30th at 8 p.m.
Very cool. And if people want to buy tickets, where can they buy tickets?
You can check them out on our website. It's San Antonio, I'm so sorry, starsandgartersburlesque.com.
Perfect. And we'll have all that information below. And we're also giving away 2 tickets on today's show, right? So what are the tickets for? What will this give people access to?
So the tickets are for our showcase, which is featuring performers from all over the country that submitted to come to San Antonio and perform with us. It's all women.
Okay.
And we're having a pinup contest before the show.
I cannot even.
Starting at 7, yeah.
Starts
at 7.
So the ticket, so you'll win 2 general admission tickets. You can just go to our Instagram page.
There you go.
And follow the directions on there.
Perfect. And so to win those tickets tonight, though, you need a hashtag Texas Tees and go follow Stars and Garters Burlesque essay. Right. It's such a long one. But if you type in Stars and Garters,
we're in too deep. We can't change it.
Now, okay, what I want to know about are these glitter lips that you guys keep talking about. The glitter, aka stripper lips, because I feel like I need them. Samantha always has awesome stuff
really
going on.
Super simple.
Like, I want to do this.
What we do is we normally start out with eyelash glue.
Glue?
That's how you're going to apply the glitter with.
Brush, right?
And it makes it really easy to remove it afterwards, because all I have to do is just peel the eyelash glue afterwards.
Okay. So I'm putting eyelash glue on my lips.
So you're going to want to edge it up as much as you can, just to the edge, like you're putting on lip liner or something.
Just on the edge?
Yeah, just like all the,
I asked them to do
like
this
a lip
for me,
gloss or something.
We thought this would be more entertaining.
Okay, I gotta watch it. On the edge?
It will be really funny.
So you're going to kind of like...
Oh my god. This is not going to go
So you're going to paint glue on your lips first, right? Which
on the edge? Aw, hell.
Yeah. Nothing could go wrong here.
Okay,
Nothing could go wrong.
Okay.
It's going to be really fun.
Top and bottom, right?
Yeah, you can just do one at a time. But then you take a little glitter and then you'll roll it on as you go.
Okay.
So I think I got it. Oh, am I pretty? So wait, where'd you get? Woo, that's pretty. Yeah. So now you get a Q-tip. And do I need to get it wet?
No, you just dip it in.
Okay.
And then
dipping it in this
roll
glitter.
It on.
And don't be afraid to go back with more.
Hold on. My lips
eyelash
are
glue
start
if you
sticking
need
together.
to, and it's usually easier if you. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Ooh, gorgeous.
Is it sparkly? Am I sparkles?
Yeah, and then you just go with the Q-tip around.
I've never. My entire face can be bought at HEB, so this is like totally new to me.
Okay, but don't
go. See how you're just don't
blot your lips.
Don't blot together. Don't go together.
I knew something would happen. All right, so do not blot your lips.
I would not recommend eating tacos with a glitter lip, because you will have interesting outcome later.
I feel like if I wouldn't have blotted, I would have been. Okay.
I like to do a little bit at a time too, is another thing. So I'll do like one lip, and then because my lips are huge, so I do one lip and then it'll go. It's
a good thing I don't work at MAC or Lancome.
Yeah, you did it nice and thick.
I don't think this is your first time.
Girl, it's my first time.
It looks good. So that's a glitter lip, and you can do it with any color to coordinate with your costume or whatever, or an outfit.
Love it.
You can even put it on.
And it usually will last all night too. Is another thing.
That's amazing.
So,
I have a feeling Samantha's going to come to work with this one day.
Yeah, I would highly recommend drinking with a straw though your cocktails for the evening.
I like it a lot. I don't know if they can see it on the. Can I get close to this thing here?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the top lip.
I kind of like this.
Hopefully, I don't have hair on my lip. That'd be really like you need to go wax.
Why would you have hair on your lip?
Because I'm a person. I'm part monkey. No.
And you can, you can use that. You can use. We just really buy craft glitter just straight from the craft store.
So
doesn't need to really be. but I wouldn't recommend putting it around your eyes or anything like that. But lips, you know.
It. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep it on.
Thank you.
I know. I
It does look really good. You did a good job. Even with the blot, it still looks good.
You guys should totally have some sort of like, are y'all gonna do any workshops out there?
We are actually doing a masturbation workshop on Sunday morning, July 1st.
On a Sunday.
At Love Shack. You guys were there last week, right?
Yeah. Love Amy.
It's called, Wake, Shake, and Vibrate.
Oh, Wake, Shake, and Vibrate.
It's going to be right after the festival the next morning.
It's a free brunch.
Very cool.
It's going to be a brunch. Mimosas and vibrators.
And, you're good.
Yay! I'm excited and I'm sweating now. With my glitter lips. Well, ladies, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited. And again, be sure to follow both of them. And if you want to win those tickets, hashtag Texas Tees below. And again, go follow them on Instagram and on Facebook. Follow them individually. Follow them as a whole. And if you haven't seen their show, go check them out.
It's gonna be really hot.
Even just following them, the pictures that they post are just out of this world. And I also want to give a big shout out to Miss Susie here, because some of you may have seen my, she made a newspaper dress for me. Was it a year ago? Almost 2 years ago.
Gorgeous.
And this was the girl that did it. So she is full of talents, as I'm sure Miss Pistol is too. But
she's way more talented than I am. That's for sure.
She does so much. So again, you follow them both, because you never know if you're going to need a paper or anything. Free Rose Studio, right?
Free Rose Studio. Yeah.
She can make it all. She has her little kids, and you've made them shirts before.
Yeah, she custom makes everything too, so for different sizes and
Fear
everything.
the Walking Dead.
Oh my God! She was on the set of Fear the Walking Dead. You see, I'm telling you.
7.5 months.
Oh my God!
They just freed me. I'm like a mole woman. I'm out of the dungeon.
I love it. That's amazing. So go follow them, and again, stay tuned to see if you won the tickets for Texas Tees. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Miss Samantha, yay!
Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to give me some of those glitter lips.
I know. Can you see that?
This is all from Target.
Here I can see that it looks
This is
amazing.
all Target. It's all right there in the
There you go.
Oh my God. Okay, but my question is, can you make out in the glitter lips?
I don't know.
Because I do a lot of that. Very important to know.
Maybe you need to put glitter lips on, then take your Bumble picture.
Be like, add some sparkle.
Add some sparkle.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, we've had such an awesome show today.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and everybody share this right now. If you haven't shared, this is your last chance to share.
Yes. Share the show.
Share.
And just a reminder again, only because I'm so excited, tomorrow, follow us. You'll be able to follow us all day on our Schlitterbahn adventure. And I know some of you are commenting like, oh my God, it's raining and this and that, but we've been following the weather really closely, and everything is supposed to clear up by 1 o'clock. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. So we're not going to be driving through, any areas that are flooding or anything like that. So we have been keeping an eye, again, a close eye on the weather. Not like Apple weather, like actual weather.
Apple weather?
Like just the app.
Oh,
like it's not like the app
weather.
says this.
Like apples and weathers.
Yes,
gotcha. Hey, real quick, a shout out to AAA Garcia Bail Bonds. Hey guys.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to my homies. I also want to give a shout out to my boyfriend Lil Joker. He's in the pinta right now. I love you.
It's amazing how quickly her hood rat comes out.
I told you she's a part of me.
I tell you
she's
what.
in my soul.
That's amazing. Although, like we've said this before, people like the hood rat more than they like Sam and Nina. They're like, we want to hang out with little
boring. I want the hood rat.
I want the hood rat. So, anyways, our giveaways for the she already has them. Look at that.
Girl.
All right, so are we ready?
Who are the winners of the Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi, a pair of tickets?
A pair of tickets to Schlitterbahn Corpus Christi is Gabriel Rosas. You get to go to Schlitterbean. So email us at beanandchisme@gmail.com to claim your tickets, Mr. Gabriel Rosas, and we'll make sure to get those to you. You have 24 hours though to email us. If you don't,
it was 48.
Is it 48?
Oh.
All right.
I don't know.
48. All right. 48, 24.
Either way, you don't claim it, we go anyway.
That's right. we don't hear from you by Friday, we'll give them to somebody else. And then the winner for the Texas Tees Burlesque is
Erica Taylor.
Miss Erica Taylor. We need to have our own little music. Speaking of, I've always wanted to be on like The Price is Right, or like Family Feud.
I think we need to make our own live studio audience.
We could totally
We have
do
talked
that.
about this,
We
you
have.
guys. We enjoy having guests here, but I think
Yes.
it'd be even funner. Is that a word?
Funner.
More fun?
More
Funner?
fun. It's the funnest.
It's more funner
It's
to
gonna
have people here.
Just
So-
say it in your hood rat voice and anything goes.
Right?
Yeah.
More funner.
It's gonna be more funner. It's gonna be the
Hashtag
funniest.
studio.
Hashtag studio.
Hashtag in-house studio. If y'all
Or
want-
live audience.
Live
Hashtag
audience.
live audience.
Hashtag live audience right now. If you would like to, if you think it's a good idea, if you guys would come. Except strangers up in here, because
That's
you never
right.
know. So
Yes.
But thank you guys for joining us today. That was a lot of fun. We got a lot of information out there.
Yes, we did. A lot of awesome information. And again, follow us tomorrow. And our next show will be coming up soon. And we've got some really, really cool and exciting things happening in the next following weeks too. Some more announcements. Big things are happening for Bean Chisme. And
Thank you so much for your support.
Exactly. It's all because of you guys. It really is. Because if you weren't watching, if you weren't sharing, and you weren't commenting, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this. So we love all of you, and I say this all the time, but digital hugs to everybody watching, because
Ooh, my
if I could
shirts.
hug all of y'all, I wouldn't know. Digital shot. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching
Yes, see
tonight.
you next time. Make sure